owners will spend more than $28 billion in veterinarian bills. That is according to the latest statistic available.
Yeah, vaccines account for a huge chunk of that. We're talking about vaccines now tonight. Critics think the steps you're taking to keep your pets safe may actually be making them sick or possibly even worse. KRDO News Channel 13's Emily Allen examines whether routine vaccinations are needed or an unnecessary risk. She joins us live here in studio.
James and Heather, the question is, how many vaccines do pets really need? I've spoken to veterinarians across the country to get answers. The consequences of over-vaccination can be costly and even deadly.
I just couldn't imagine life without her. She's such a good girl.
In this house, Molly runs the show.
She has such a big personality.
When this furry star started to fade, her owner took notice.
She was vomiting and really lethargic.
Molly's liver shut down. She was diagnosed with immune-mediated hemolytic anemia, also known as IMHA.
I had never heard of it.
It's where the animal's immune system starts attacking red blood cells. The odds of surviving are often not good, and Molly's prognosis was bleak.
I wanted her to be okay. I really needed her to be okay.
Her owner, Beth Olkowski, started researching the link between the autoimmune disorder and vaccinations.
Do I think that vaccinations may play a role in the development of the disease? Yes, I do. The hard part is proving it.
Dr. Brad Hines is Molly's vet. He says vaccinations are important, but so is making sure not to over-vaccinate.
I think we probably do vaccinate more than we need to for some of those diseases.
There's no way to prove it other than the relationship and close association with a vaccination, especially if certain families of dogs are at risk to get it over and over and over again. I mean, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to hit you on the head to say, wait a minute, there's an association here that's unacceptable.
Dr. W. Jean Dodds is based in Santa Monica and has spent years researching animal vaccinations. She wrote an article called Changing Vaccine Protocol. It shows 38 dogs have adverse reactions for every 10,000 dogs vaccinated. Among the factors that increase dogs' risk of adverse reactions, multiple vaccines given at the same time. Dr. Dodd says small breeds are also at risk. A dog this size receives the same vaccination as a dog much larger.
It makes no sense.
Dodd's colleagues found core vaccines stay inside dogs' bodies for 7 to 9 years. But veterinarians give dogs vaccine boosters every 1 to 3 years.
When the vaccine industry is promoting vaccination, it's their job after all. How do you get veterinarians to embrace the change?
As for Molly, she's changed because of IMHA. The drugs that fight the illness have made her heavier. Vet bills have made Olkowski's wallet lighter. Molly isn't out of the woods yet, but her family is happy she's home. Other veterinarians say the risk of not vaccinating your pet outweighs the chances of serious reaction.
I think there are documented cases of severe vaccine-related illnesses, but from my experience and my understanding, they are extremely rare, and that by far the risks of not vaccinating your pet definitely outweigh the risks of vaccinating them.
Tomorrow night, why some experts say not vaccinating is simply irresponsible. In the Newsplex, Emily Allen, KRDO News Channel 13.
More to come. Thanks so much, Emily.